Title, My Uncle Showed Up After 20 Years. Then We Started Getting Sick. Posted by Youth Rora, Dead Quiet Life in Dread. Part 4, Doubt. Before we start, dear listeners, if you like what I do, please follow, like, and share. Your support will help me bring you more content. And now, moving on to the episode. Thought the evacuation was the worst part. I was wrong. Because when the hazmat vans and news trucks rolled away, they didn't take us with them. They left us in a motel with paper-thin walls, medical bills piling higher than the ceiling, and no real plan. The state wrote us a check that barely covered the first month. Insurance refused almost everything. We lost Bruno, we lost the house, and in a way, we lost my parents too. My mom could barely get out of bed. Her skin kept blistering like sunburn from nowhere. My dad, the man who never cried at funerals, just sat in the corner of the motel room, staring at his hands. He kept whispering that it was his father's house, his father's name, his father's land. The story disappeared fast. For a few days, there were reporters outside. Then another tragedy happened somewhere else. And just like that, we were old news. Industrial contamination, the papers called it. Nobody blamed anyone. Nobody investigated further. The street was cordoned off, and then silence. It was like we'd been erased. That's when he showed up. Some guy in his 50s. Wiry build, jacket too heavy for the weather. His name was Ray Mercer, a private investigator. Gray around the temples, trench coat that had seen better days. Semi-retired, used to do insurance fraud and workplace accidents. He said he'd been following city records for years. Fraud, botched permits, backroom deals. Our case hit his desk when he noticed something that didn't add up. Renovation permits for our basement that didn't exist in the county system. Someone had gone out of their way to falsify them. That was his first red flag. I don't care about publicity, Mercer said, eyes sharp. But I don't like loose ends. And your house? It's one big loose end. My dad told him to get lost. Said he'd had enough of charlatans and vultures. But I didn't tell him to leave. Because as crazy as it sounded, he was the first person who didn't treat us like victims of a random tragedy. He spoke like it meant something. Like someone had done this. Before he left, he slid me a scrap of paper with his number. If you want me to dig, call me. Fair warning, if I find what I think I'll find, you won't like it. I tucked it into my wallet, and for the first time since all this began, I felt something colder than grief. Suspicion.